guys, it's Wago Viking here with iAza XD. Say hello, mate.
Yeah, you too.
We're here to do a discussion video on legacy support. Legacy support is basically new support for old decks that's coming out. Konami is really pushing this stuff. What do you think to it?
Some of it looks pretty good. The new Blue Eye support, the new Dark Magician support.
Yeah, we've had Buster Blader already. We've got Red Eyes coming out soon. Let's talk about Blue Eyes first. What do you make of it?
I really enjoyed building the new Blue Eyes deck, and basically the new Blue Eyes fusion monster, Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. It's really great, to really power through your opponents. The fact that it can basically attack twice per turn and it's not destroyed by battle is a great asset to the Blue Eyes deck in general. And then we've got the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, the new Synchro monster. So, Spirit Dragon. This card is really great if you're going against pendulum-based decks, as it doesn't allow your opponent to special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time.
Which is very, very, very helpful.
Exceedingly, especially if they like to spam pendulums to then go into XCs and synchro plays. And also the fact that it can be tributed to special summon a light dragon from your extra deck during either player's turn is great, especially if you use it at your opponent's end phase. You then tribute it, you special on Azorize.
You get the free special.
And then you get the free special on your standby phase.
Yeah, so it's very, very good. It's definitely better than the Buster Blader support that we saw a couple of months back, came out in Breakers of Shadows. It was very, very hyped up, and then it did absolutely nothing. I'm not sure how much of an impact Blue Eyes is really having on the meta at the moment. I don't think it's having any impact. We're still waiting for a few cards.
Yeah, from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions movie pack.
Yeah, the movie pack, which I believe comes out in... When does it come out?
I believe it's July 2016.
Yeah, July 2016 for the movie packs, and with that we're going to be getting the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which is the fusion. We haven't got a translated effect for that yet. I'm guessing that's being kept a secret. But we've also got the Ritual, which is the Blue Eyes Chaos Max. You ritual it with Chaos form.
Which will be a new ritual spell in the movie pack as well.
The effect, it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, which is just Towers 2.0 on every single boss monster nowadays, and inflict double piercing damage on a defense position monster, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so Chaos Form has the effect of, this card can be used to ritual summon any Chaos or Blackluster Soldier ritual monster. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field, and or banish Blue Eyes White Dragon, emphasis on the full name, or Dark Magician from your graveyard, whose total levels exactly equal the level of the ritual monster you're ritual summoning.
So summoning it is really easy.
Very, very easy.
You can just tribute a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand.
From what I can see from this, you can technically get out 2 in one turn if you've got 2. There's nothing that says once per turn. So if you've got 2 of the ritual monster in your hand and 2 of the Chaos Form in your hand, then you can literally just like tribute a Blue Eyes from your hand, special one, and then banish one from the graveyard, special the other. And that just seems a bit over the top to me.
It's bringing out 2 in one turn, and with its ability to inflict double piercing damage.
It just seems a bit crazy. Like I said before, the main combo, I'm thinking of a little bit trolly, so I'm literally thinking like set Two-Bones, like using Manju and Senju to search out your cards. Like I said before, pre-preparation of rights doesn't work because it specifically says Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it has to be exactly on the card text for pre-preparation of rights to work. But I'm thinking just do a bit of stall, do a bit of searching. I'm definitely thinking Two-Bones, set Two-Bones, they flip it up, they get 2 tokens on their side of the field in defense position that is 0 attack and 0 defense. I think it's that anyway, definitely 0 defense, and then you just smash them for double piercing damage, and that just seems a bit...
Yeah,
I mean,
it does seem pretty...
I mean, I'm just thinking of all sorts of crazy stuff, like in a tag duel you can use things like DNA surgery and make it a machine and then use limiter removal and then do 16k damage in just one turn. So that's the sort of things that I'm thinking of, one of these crazy little things you can do.
That's actually... I want to try that.
I want to try that. Right,
well.
next thing, Dev Pro, tag duels, DNA surgery and limiter removal on the Max Dragon.
We have to.
That's something we'll work on. I'm not sure if it's enough to make Blue Eyes tier 1. I'm not sure if it's going to make it placing in top 8s. I'm not even sure it's going to place top 32. but we'll see what happens.
We will have to see about that.
The only reason I say that is because when all this stuff comes out, the new Cubics will come out at the same time, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you've seen much of them.
I've not actually seen any Cubics.
I'll probably do another video doing something about Cubics at some point, but they look absolutely fantastic.
I am quite looking forward to the new Magician girls, the Berry Magician, the Kiwi Magician.
Yep, definitely.
I think the artwork does look pretty cool, and it'll be nice to actually make a Magician girl based deck.
Yeah, it's nostalgia for a lot of people, and I like the legacy support because it'll get a lot of old players back into the game. And I think that these legacy supports are a lot easier to play than most of the meta decks, and they're definitely a lot funner to play.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but playing Monarchs and playing as Monarchs and playing as Pepe, I just find the strategies very, very repetitive. And for me, like especially Monarchs, I found Monarchs very difficult to learn how to play.
Yeah, well, I've not really actually tried playing Monarchs. It's not really an archetype that is appealing to me.
That's it. It doesn't interest me either.
Going back to an earlier point with Red Eyes, when we have the new support for that in Clash of Rebellions, the cards were very there. They were easy to read, easy to play with, and make all these strategies. And that was...
And Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon was possibly the best card to come out. And I mean, that deck isn't even just used for Red Eyes, it's splashed into everything. I mean, it's a shame that wasn't around when Dragon Rulers were a thing, because that would have just been crazy. If you were supposed to play Red Eyes, Flare Metal Dragon, Draco Sack and Big Isle in the same deck would have been stupid.
Yeah, well, Flare Metal, it can be used in most things now. It uses rank 7, so your Odd Eyes, your Dark Magicians, even some Galaxy Eyes Dragons.
It's very staple in most XE decks nowadays.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of loops with it, which I like combos and I like loops and OTKs, and there's a really interesting OTK loop with Beezles and Red Eyes, where you activate Beezle's effect using like a Gar Cowboy or something, and then Beezle's effect activates, which then triggers Red Eyes to burn for 500, which then, because the burn effect hits, it triggers Beezle to gain 500, which then triggers Red Eyes, and it's an infinite loop, and I like stuff like that, and that's one of the main reasons why I like the Red Eyes. But overall, for nostalgia, it's really good, but I don't think any of this is going to have a massive impact on the meta.
It would be nice to see Blue Eyes, become a tier 1 and start popping regionals and nationals.
I think it's wishful thinking.
That is probably wishful thinking, yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, you play Blue Eyes. I mean, are you going to be playing the Neo and the Max?
I will be playing with Neo, and I might incorporate the Max when it's released.
I feel like these cards are so good, but your deck is going to revolve around getting the cards out rather than just being a tech.
I feel that if I was to play Chaos Max as well, I'd probably have to rebuild the Blue Eyes deck to be specific around that.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon effect is, because I'm guessing it's going to be something crazy if they've hidden it this well.
Yeah. Well, it's same stats as a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but it has that ability which we've not yet found out yet.
Yeah, it might be somewhere on the internet somewhere, but we can't find it. So we've got Dark Illusions coming out on August the 5th. That is I'm not sure if it's the official release date, but it's the release date that we have.
Yeah, most core sets come out on the 5th or 6th of the month, and then you do the sneak peeks on towards the end of the previous
like 30th, 31st or whatever.
That kind of stuff.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to be able to finally use my Ebon the Dark Magician, which I kindly traded off you a long time ago, and
and then several days later I found out that there's new Dark Magician support.
And I was smiling and he was crying a little bit. And I'm not trading it back because I want it. I think
not really have much choice.
No, I think everyone is going to be building Dark Magician. I know I'm going to be building Dark Magician.
I'll be building some form of Dark Magician.
Yeah, we were discussing, tossing up the idea of Pendulum Dark Magicians, trying to put in the...
sort of in a way with Odd Eyes as well.
Yeah.
Run 2 Odd Eyes, 3 Dark Magicians.
They all
Skilled
run level
Dark
7s.
Magicians as well.
Skilled Dark Magicians are good. Because it's all level 7, so you can spam rank 7s like hell. The trap and spell support for Dark Magicians is absolutely fantastic. You can play things like Oath Dragon, and you can play Dragon Pit Magician, not Dragon Pulse because that's the crap one.
Yeah.
You can use things like Noble Dragon Magician, get your synchro plays out. There's all sorts of crazy stuff you can do with things like Meteor Burst and Absolute Dragon. And that is something I'm going to have a lot of fun playing, and I'm sure everybody will be having a lot of fun playing. I don't expect to be placing top at locals, but I'm going to have fun coming third.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely coming first.
That's very, very smug talk. The only legacy support really I can think of is the Winged Dragon of Ra support. Obviously we've had things like Ra's Disciple and Sphere Mode.
And then now been newly released Immortal Phoenix.
Immortal Phoenix, yep. And then the main one, the most interesting one, is a spell card called the True Name. Its effect is declare one card name, escalate the top card of your deck, and if it is the declared card, add it to your hand. Then you can add to your hand or special summon one divine monster from your deck, otherwise send it to the graveyard. You can only activate one True Name per turn. So
while it does sound risky, you know, to the untrained eye as you would, there are cards out there which allow you to stack the top of your deck.
So we're thinking cards like Dark Doriado, using things like, you could even go as far as to use something like Convulsion of Nature and just flip your deck up. Other things that stack, Plague Spreader stacks. Could someone make Raw Synchro deck?
That'd be interesting.
It's possible.
That would be
it's
very
possible. There's all these things you can think of that stack your deck to get this effect off, because it is a very good card. If you can pull it off. Alright then guys, that's it for this video. Me and Aaron actually forgot to record an outro for this video, so I'm doing this, actually I think it's like 4 days later. I even made an effort to put on the same clothes for continuity reasons, so this is sort of like time travel. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe if you'd like, that'd be great for me. Leave a comment down below on what your opinions are. I'm going to link Aaron's channel down in the information box below, so please go check out some more of his videos if you haven't already. I hope you've had a good time, and I'll see you next time.